Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us again today. This is day two, and we will be here all week at 12 noon. My name is Nick. I am the gifted bipolar writer, and I'm coming to you today for 10 minutes on your lunch break, I'm sure. And we wanted to catch you to talk about losing 2350 over 10. This is your lunch break red light, and we hope that if you have hit any speed bumps in the last few hours you've been at work, then maybe we could give you a little bit of reassurance to plug you through the rest of the day. So, wanting to share a bit about the network is co founded by Damian Kinsey and Dr. Tania Faran. It is about the 2350 effect, which basically boils down to not allowing 10 minutes or less of your day to rob you of that other 23 hours and 50 minutes. I'm sure we've all been there, and I'm sure we've all been there multiple times, professionally and personally too. So I chose to join the network at the beginning of this year as a way to expand my horizons, become involved with different types of industries other than the one that I work in. I wanted to meet fellow professionals who are heart centered like myself. And I had been following the network for a bit and supporting some of the events. One of the deciding reasons for me was knowing some friends on a personal level that were a part of the network and feeling comfortable basically aligning my brand with theirs. So today I am joined by Leslie Flowers, who is a dear friend and also a longer standing member of the network. Definitely one of the reasons that I didn't even consider. I knew this is the group I wanted to join this year. She is also presenting at the Virtual Wellness Experience March 21st and 22nd, and she will share with you her experiences having done so previously. This is my first time, and I am extremely excited for what's to come. So please welcome to the stage Leslie Flowers. Hi, Leslie.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? It's morning here where we are.
Yes, I
Oh,
am
no, it's
wonderful.
actually lunchtime, isn't it now?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes past. So
Okay.
that's weird for me. The whole good morning, good afternoon, good day. Like this time is kind of like a good day to me.
Uh,
So thanks again so much for making the time to come
Sure.
today. Especially for me, it's meaningful that you're the second guest, the second day. Yesterday we had Damian Kinsey on, one of the co-founders, and now we get to have somebody on that's been a part of the network pretty much from the start and can share with us the experiences being a part of it, as well as having participated in some of the prior events and what we could expect in the upcoming event. So please introduce yourself before you answer all those questions.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I'm happy to do this. I have been in personal development for 25 years and had a long corporate career. And I'm really doing the things I love right now on LinkedIn. And I'm very particular about where I spend my time. I like to stay focused. And so I don't often join groups, right? Or communities outside of the ones that we're building on our own based on our work. And this is really one of the first ones, the 2350 network. And the reason I did it really was because of the leaders, right? Because their mission and their vision, Damian Kinsey and Dr. Tania Faran, are all about continuous learning, right? Character and leadership development, and supporting everyone in the network. And everyone does that. I don't have to spend a lot of time there, but I get to do things I love there and see people that are on the network enjoying themselves and presenting their work. It takes you off LinkedIn for a bit on To Go Brunch, which I tend to stick on LinkedIn. But in this instance, because of the generosity and the leadership and fellowship that were developed by these two folks for the 2350 network, I made the decision to join the network. Now, this is the third event that they've done. They did one in the fall and this time last year. And I will tell you that they are really good at herding cats. You've heard about right? Because you got 20, 30 speakers and there's information going out. Well, you know, this is a publisher, right? You think everybody has everything, but we're all a bunch of cats into all sorts of different things. And the two of them together, well, they're actually like sheepdogs and we're the sheep. But the two of them together are able to keep us focused on the mission of the events, which all three of them have been about service, providing high value information from people who are heart centered, that want to serve others. And so everything about it is positive, right? You don't have anybody in there who's crying in their beer or a victim, right? It's really a place for thought leaders and those who are interested in growing emotional intelligence, like expanding their ability to be, do, or have whatever they want. So they always pick a nice, they have a very nice operating platform, which is different for the event, really intuitive, really fun. There's lots of different meeting rooms, and there are some 21 speakers, I believe, and I will be speaking on manifestation, and every one of us has some sort of giveaway or offer, right? That's very reasonable around what we do. So there's an investment, but what I will tell you is the results of any investment I make like this either match or exceed the investment or my level of effort. So I always end up on the plus side when I step out in faith and invest, right, in something for me to grow. It's not always easy. So I would say that all in all, the virtual wellness experience, March 21st and 22nd, is 2 full days, Friday and Saturday, chock full of the most amazing people and information. You're already very smart. We all are. But gosh, when we hear someone new say something just a little differently about what we already know, it kind of, it resonates and it has us know we're on the right path. So that's what I would share. Thank you, Nick.
What a wonderful, all encompassing share.
Thank you.
You know, you shared about the network, the value behind it, as well as the upcoming summit. And, you know, there's so much that I am looking forward to. And I see that we're joined today by Lisa Fevek and Christy D. Williams. I am so happy that they're here. They are also a part of or big supporters of the network. Um, they understand exactly what can be gained from this. And like Leslie says, you know, there are different types of investments we will make in ourselves and our businesses along
Yeah.
our journey. Some are non monetary and some are. And I would think for all people, their hope is to have a return on investment. You know, at just a little over a month of being a part of the network, I already feel that return on investment. The support has been steady. The founders, the co-founders, have taken time to get to know me as a person, as well as what I do for a living. So they understand how best to support me. And what I have observed is that this is not to me only. This is across the network, that investment in each individual. I just wanted to touch on what Leslie said with Go Brunch. It is a platform that's completely new to me. and that I joined because of the network. Um, to me, that again just speaks to the fact that I wanted to expand my horizons, and here I am getting to kill two birds with a stone because I get to learn all about a new platform as well, which I've been truly enjoying. Um, and things. This is the power of investing your time into something with the potential for growth. I first met the owner of Go Brunch on the very first meeting I was in for the 2350 network, Rachel
Mhm.
Lowenthal.
Mhm.
And I've since followed a bit of his content. And incidentally, stepping into my new entrepreneurship role within the last 2 weeks, Richard is going to be one of the guests this Saturday on Nick Never in Control's live show. And not just in the space of the founder of Group Brunch, but as an entrepreneur who's doing it right. So, in the space of just 6 weeks, I feel like, wow, I really, really made a sound decision here.
Mhm.
So, Leslie, we're already a minute over time. I have no idea why I did 10 minutes, but it was over losing a 10 minutes,
I think it's
speed
good.
bump.
Yeah.
So before we jump off, did you want to share a quick story about a perhaps situation where you lost 23 hours and 50 minutes over 10 minutes speed bump?
Oh my gosh, how about weeks? But first, let me just say if you want to find out about this summit, I don't know if there's a QR code on your graphic. Okay, so you right, thank you. So you can zero in on this and go and see about the summit. There is an investment, it's fair, and the recordings stay for 2 weeks. So, but you do want to be present as much as you can, but then it's the repetition of listening again. Now, you sure? I mean, 10 minutes is the minimum. When 10 minutes disrupts us, it takes over the whole day, doesn't it? I remember years and years ago, Nick, that I would stay angry with my husband for a couple of days. Can you imagine? And anger is one of those things that behaves like a virus, like it grows and spreads very quickly, and the more you think about it, the more angry you get. So 10 minutes is like where I am now after decades of wrangling through how to turn my back on those negative feelings. And there is a process to build the strength of our conscious awareness. So 10 minutes is the minimum. I love the mission and the vision. The idea is we're all going to have this, but the idea is to diminish the time we stay there so as not to dirty up the rest. Yeah.
Yes. And it's definitely something that I feel we all want to overcome. And being able to work on it collectively is it's a gift. So we can often feel very alone in our endeavors to make improvements. So I am going to keep this then to as close to that 10 minutes as possible. Leslie, thank you so much for joining us.
My
And
pleasure.
please, again, this is Leslie Flowers, and you can find her on LinkedIn. You can find her on YouTube. And you can always reach out to me. I do believe I know her. All right, then. Goodbye, everyone, until tomorrow at noon.
Thank you, Nick, and thanks everybody for showing up.